Welcome back to GCTV. This is Stage 9 live from Stockholm of the Global Champions League. My name is Mark Lewis. What a performance from the Doha Falcons, living up to the reputation as one of the favorite teams to look out for here in Stockholm this weekend. They currently lead the fastest of a group of teams on 4. Razorback International behind them on time, 4 penalties. Prague Lions just behind them on time as well on 4 penalties. It's been a very difficult day for the Stockholm Hearts, and even more difficult day for the Shanghai Swans, who continue to struggle despite bringing Ben Mayer in as the mid-season transfer. And for Madrid Emotion, 4 penalties apiece for Manuel Saro and Mark McCauley puts them in a difficult spot in 8 as well. Let's start by showing you the Doha Falcons. They came out first. Julian Akata is the first rider for them to come out and put together a very, very important and very impressive clear. Ice Cube Z, still only 11 years old, is the gelding, and coming out here in Stockholm in round 1 and quite easily negotiating the ring that has been built together today by Uliano Vizzani. No concerns around any time penalties. Comes around that final line on the back end of the arena, then makes his way into the final 2 fences, keeps both of them up and stops the clock just under 70 seconds with a clear. Simon de Lestra on Olga, unable, I'm afraid, to repeat the performance of his teammate, as he did have a rail down. He did come home on 4 penalties, but because of the time of both men from the Doha Falcons, their 4 penalties puts them on top of the provisional table as it stands. So clear for Julian Akata on Ice Cube Z, and a 4 for Olga for Simon de Lestra puts the Doha Falcons in a strong position going into the second round. We spoke about Olivia Philipparts and Nicola Philipparts coming out for the Stockholm Hearts, powered by H&M We Love Horses, looking to make it a fantastic three-peat here in Stockholm after wins in 2022 and 23. But unfortunately, 12 penalties for Olivia Philipparts, 4 for Nicola, puts the Stockholm Hearts on 16 combined penalties, which is difficult for them to try and come back. Let's talk and hear to Olivia Philipparts after that performance.
Olivier, probably not the start the team wanted. Was it a bit of a risk bringing her here today?
Yeah, I think yesterday we discussed a bit about the team, and we said, I have got my 9 years old, which is very careful, but doesn't have so much experience. And then Jessie was like, I wasn't really sure. So yeah, we made the choice to take mine, and looks like she needs a bit more experience. I think she's going to be a very good one. She just needs a little bit more time, yeah.
Do you think that is what went wrong in there? We're not seeing that many clears in there. Do you think it was just her inexperience today?
Yeah, definitely. She only jumped 145, never jumped bigger. So the first combination gives many falls. She was a bit confused, and then a bit more too much pressure left and right. And I think it's a matter of getting to know her a little bit better and just giving her a bit more time.
Going into round 2, then, how are the team going to play this?
Well, it's going to be Nicola with Luna, the same horse, and me with Miro. I think we really have to get back, so we really need 2 clear rounds.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Olivia Philipparts talking to us about that decision then to go on and jump. Quick tweet, the 9-year-old mare having a little bit of difficulty, still quite green, but as he says, he feels like she has the potential. She just needs some more time in the ring. Peter Voss came out for the Prague Lions, powered by the Czech equestrian team, after 4 for new mid-season transfer, Angelica Augustin Zanotelli and Kalinka. Peter Voss and Tupi Delaroc go on to jump a clear. We caught up with the Belgian.
Peter, a good start for the team there. Talk me through that.
It was about time I did one time a clear round for the team. No, the other years nobody was used to it, but this year it didn't work out yet so far. So we're halfway the season, it becomes time. No, I was very happy. I rode one time Tupi in the smaller class because she always has to give everything. She felt very good, and she was very happy and fresh, and so it was a very good feeling.
She looked, like you said, happy and relaxed in there. It's such a credit to you and the team for getting her back to this condition.
Yeah, she's already 17, so yeah, it's a good age already, and it's very important to keep her healthy and keep her happy. And I feel now she was happy to go in the ring and happy to jump, and that's the most important. When I have that feeling, then she can go on.
I can see you already looking at the other results from the other teams and looking into round 2. Have the team had a discussion yet?
No, we were about to make the decision about who is going to ride. I think Fernando for sure is going to ride. because he didn't jump with he jumped the grey mare yesterday, so she's fresh, and then I might ride. I also gonna change my horse. I'm gonna ride NASCAR, and probably I'm gonna ride in the team, but I still have to discuss a bit with Angelica. But
Good luck for round 2.
thank you.
Some team news from Peter de Vos for the second round, confirming firstly that Fernando Martinez Soma will come in for round 2. He does have Lady here, and there will be a horse change for de Vos. Stupi de Rock goes out, and NASCAR will come in. Prague Lions, as it stands, find themselves in 3rd place, the 3rd quickest of the teams on 4 penalties. What about Istanbul Warriors, powered by Carpe Diem? They welcome back finally, after a very long-term injury, Abdel Said, the Belgian, and Cascadello come in today. Unfortunately for him, not a clear round and some time penalties as well. Let's hear from the Doha LGCT winner, Abdel Said.
Abdel, it's the first time since we've seen you for a while. First of all, how is your injury? How is your foot?
Actually, I feel very good. I was really lucky. The team that took care of me were really, really good. They got me back in the saddle real quick. Very happy to be back on the global tour, and very happy to be in Stockholm.
Team-wise then, Cascadello, 1 down, and there are a couple of time penalties, but you must be happy overall.
Of course, I'm very happy with Cascadello. He really tried his heart out. I'm a little bit annoyed at myself. I should have ridden a little better. You always want to jump a clear, but all in all, it's our first big show, first GCT and 3rd show, so I'm really, really happy with him.
He's not jumped that big with you either as well, so going in there, it's a first big class for you both. It's a new combination.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, when you're riding for the team, there's added pressure, and you want to really do your best and not disappoint. And the horses feel that I still have to know him a little bit. I don't know all the buttons, but we're getting there. We know most of them.
And into round 2 then, you bring in a different horse?
Yeah, again, a little bit a younger one. We have to keep building the string, you know. So it's a mare, actually. She's 10, but she's a little green. She won a 3-star Grand Prix with me a couple of weeks back, actually on our 3rd show back. I'm very excited to step her up this week and see what she does.
We can't wait to see.
Thank you so much.
Abdel Said having a word with us here at GCTV about that performance and how nice it is to have him back in the ring, by the way, recovering from that injury to his foot. Nice to have you back, Abdel Said, Istanbul Warriors, powered by Carpe Diem there. We are ready for the second half of Global Champions League Round 1. The Scandinavian Vikings, Evelina Tovak and Henrik von Ackermann, will be the next 2 riders to come into the ring. We remind you, as it stands, the Doha Falcons currently lead on 4 penalties. They have been the fastest of a group of teams on 4 penalties. Julien Aquetin and Simon Delestre. Aquetin jumping clear, Delestre with a single fence down. They find themselves quicker than Razorback International, who find themselves on 4. Harry Allen with a fence down, and a wonderful clear from Christian Kukuk, who again comes back into the team with a relatively new looking 11-year-old mare as well. So a nice clear from Christian Kukuk, powered by Kingsland International. In fact, here is his round. Here is his performance as we take a closer look at this from Christian Kukuk. They were the 4th team into the gate. And after the 4 from Harry Allen, Christian Kukuk responding beautifully with a clear of his own to go on and set the team up for a good second round. Still a lot to do and a lot of work to be done. But Christian Kukuk showing us some new blood, some new horses coming out of his stable as well. It's been difficult for some teams, as we said. Ben Meyer and Max Kuhner in particular for the Shanghai Swans. 8 penalties for Ben Meyer, who comes into the team as a new season transfer. And Max Kuhner on EIC Julius Caesar joins on 12 penalties. It takes the Shanghai Swans to 20. Difficult for them. Let's go back into the ring and join the Scandinavian Vikings. The second half of Global Champions League Round 1 continues here on GCTV with the Scandinavian Vikings.
After suffering an injury in one of the qualifiers, still rode home in the final to clinch the gold. ABBA through the speakers. The Vikings are in Stockholm. Evelina Tovek and Henrik von Eckermann with Mobutu van der Roshoeve and with Glamour Girl. Tovek to go first in search of first ever clear, not first ever this season, with Mobutu. And a good start, and always in that very forward approach that sometimes has cost her. Wow, jumps that in great fashion. Plenty of friends and family in the grandstands. Important moment for the Vikings every time we come here. It's important. Oh, just over the oxer there. Still going well. Vikings last year second here. What can they do this time around? Tovek quite fast in and fast out, and there's her first clear. Evelina Tovek waited 9 stages to produce her first clear, but does it in front of home crowd. Last year it was Scandinavian Vikings' first podium finish here in Stockholm, behind the home team, behind the Hearts.
What a performance from Evelina Tovek. The crowd here in the Stockholm Stadion absolutely exploding as the Swedish rider jumps clear. And then you have Henrik von Eckermann coming into the ring as well. What a moment for you to get your GCTV live pass. If you want to watch the world #1 live in Stockholm, sign up now for your GCTV pass and watch the rest of Global Champions League Round 1 here in Stockholm.